Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we'll be taking a look at Leonardo as Ray Stantz from the TMNT Ninja Ghostbusters line. This is the last one for me to take a look at. Previously I have reviewed the other three, and I'm excited to get to Leonardo here. He's one of my favorite turtles, mostly just because my favorite color is blue. But I don't know if Leonardo and Ray are kind of the best pairing, but I feel like it was kind of a last kind of who's left situation. Maybe Leo as Venkman might have been a little bit, but I kind of understand like Venkman with Mike because they're kind of both like, you know, wisecrackers, make jokes and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess it kind of works. It's just I don't know who to pair Leo with. I feel like Leo is kind of a leader, very kind of by the book turtle, and there's not really a I don't know. I just don't know if Ray was the best pair up for that, but whatever. In any case, you can see he comes with all of his Ghostbuster gear and also a little ghost in the background there. Just a normal picture of Leo on the side, kind of boring. Not really much going on the bottom. Side's just the window, top's just the window. Same picture on the back here that's been on the back of all four of these. Turtles are gearing up for some Ghostbusting action. Join the half-shell heroes as they suit up as the iconic 1984 Ghostbusters, set up shop with a unique ghost removal business, and rid New York City of spooky spirits. So, I don't know how these are doing. I would love to see some kind of Ghostbusters Ecto-1 Turtle Van mashup. I think that would be really fun. I don't know if anything like that is going to happen, but would be cool. Yeah, like I said, I think these are Target exclusives. I believe that is still the case. I have not seen these anywhere else. But I haven't really been seeing them at Target anymore either, so I don't know if they kind of came and went, or if they were just maybe because of Christmas, they'll get more in after that. Not really sure. But let's go ahead, let's get this guy out of the packaging, and let's take a closer look. So here is Leo Stantz out of the packaging. Real quick, here's the little ghost. I assume it's supposed to be like the library ghost from the beginning of the movie. It kind of has this weird plastic piece just to kind of give it a third leg so it doesn't fall over. Again, these ghosts are not bad. They're obviously hollow in the back to save plastic to, you know, bring the cost down a little bit. But if they're just targets for them to kind of fire at, I think they do their job and they look pretty good. Decent molding. Gonna put that off to the side for a moment. I think they did a great job with the facial expression. I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. I just went ahead and put the proton pack on because I usually have such trouble getting them on camera. So I just did it ahead of time. It's just a little bit difficult to get it over both arms. But taking a look at the PKE meter, same as all the other Turtle Ghostbusters. Nice molded in detail, but no paint. But still looks pretty good. Ghost Trap is kind of the same deal. A lot of nice molded in detail, just a little bit of paint here on the top. It might actually be a sticker, I can't tell, but it's pretty nicely secured on there, so. And then here is the proton pack attached. Go ahead and take this off. Bring it around. As usual, the wand handle down here is just a little too thick for their hands. It's been a constant problem. Kind of I have minor complaints with these. For the most part, they're a lot of fun. They really are. My complaints for each one is kind of exactly the same as the rest because they're all very similar. This is obviously one of my major complaints. The trying to get the wand into his actual hand is a pain in the butt because it's too big and his hand is too closed, and that would have been really easy to fix in the design phase. I do appreciate the little spindle wheel here to make those move around. I think that's pretty cool, especially with the blue. I think that color combination works really well. So I like his a lot. Again, I could be biased because blue's my favorite color. But overall, it's a great figure. I really do think it's pretty good. Once again, here's a comparison with a normal-sized turtle figure. Obviously, it's not quite twice as tall, but maybe 2/3 as tall. But pretty much all the same articulation. Pretty much the same joint in the hips, knee, shoulder, and elbow. That same kind of move back and forth, but also spin around joint. The giant boots do not have holes in the bottom, and there's no boot swivel. It's just at the knee, but there is a wrist swivel, so there's extra articulation there. And then head's on a ball joint. So overall, I think it's a great looking figure. I think they did a great job on the jumpsuits, all the gear that it comes with it. Proton pack looks pretty good. I mean, again, my only complaint about the accessories is it would have been nice to have a little bit more paint. I understand why they didn't. It's a cost-saving measure. And I would have really loved these wands to be easier to get into their hands. Maybe just make the hands a little bit, open so they're not as closed so they could slide in and out easier, or make the handles a little bit thinner. What I really think must have happened, this is my real guess, I think originally these were supposed to be thinner, and then when they started making them, they must have realized that they were too brittle being that thin, or they bent too much. But I mean, you could have made them as thin as these, and I don't think there would have been a problem. Or maybe just when they designed the to put the grip in there, like it had to be thicker to incorporate that design. But if you look at the back of the packaging, they do look thinner. So I feel like at one point they were, and then they had to change them because it was a stress test issue, or they just redesigned it at the last minute and they didn't go back and make sure that they fit into the hands. And I mean, they fit. It's not impossible. It's just really tight. I feel like over time, maybe if you just leave it in there, it'll stretch the hand out a little bit, so it'll be easier. But it's a minor complaint. It's just a little difficult and it's kind of annoying. But, I mean, other than I wish there were more paint apps, but I mean, that's kind of true of a lot of toys. You can't really fault them for they put as much paint as they could to keep it at the price point they wanted to keep it at. You do get a nice number of accessories, and I think they did a great job with the molding and detail of the heads, which I would argue is probably the most important part. I'm going to move this stuff and bring these guys in so we can get a group shot of all four, because that'll be fun if I can get them all to fit on screen together. So I really like them, especially when you have all four together. I think they really work, and I think that looks really good. They are shedding the little thin black plastic scrapes from the proton packs, but not a big deal. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you have to really appreciate the detail. The paint apps of the jumpsuits are really nice. They did a great job with those. The number of accessories is great, but if it was like not every one of them came with a PKE meter, so that the one that came with, say, Egon and Ray could have more detail, I would have been okay with that. I don't need 4 traps and 4 PKE meters. I would have much rather had, Ray and Egon come with a PKE meter that's nicely painted, and then Peter and Winston come with traps that are better painted and have the actuator accessory, something like that. Because that way I feel like you could have kept the same price point, because you're substituting a little bit more detail for one less accessory. Obviously, they all have to have proton packs, but I feel like 2 PKE meters and 2 traps would have been enough. I don't need 4 of each. But some people are going to buy only one of these. Maybe they'll pick their favorite Ghostbuster or their favorite turtle. So I can understand why they want to give each one everything, in case some people buy just one. They're, oh, this is great. I bought this one and it comes with everything. But if you're going to buy all 4, I would have more preferred putting the accessories that make more sense with that character if it meant getting more detailed accessories. That's me personally. Some people probably disagree. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, if you kind of agree with that, or if you think that was, you'd rather have all the accessories with every person. In any case, I still think these are really fun figures. It's something I didn't know I wanted when they were first announced. Man, I can't talk today. When they were first announced at Toy Fair, or maybe it was Comic-Con. Maybe it was San Diego Comic-Con, actually. When I first saw the pictures, I just kind of thought, what? This is crazy, but they turned out to be a lot of fun. They're great figures, very durable, very posable. The accessories are nice. I think the head sculpts is where these really shine. I think that's really the best part of these. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you've heard my complaints. They're minor. They should not stop you from picking these up. I would say if you have a favorite Ghostbuster or Turtle, at least get that one if you don't want to sink the money into all 4. But like I said, these are Target exclusives, but I keep seeing them on sale. That size class, I think it shares a DCPI number. The Wrestling Turtles and the Ghostbuster Turtles. and that size class is kind of always on sale, like 15 or cheaper, down from 20. So if you can find these, I recommend them, especially if you can get them on sale. I think they're a lot of fun. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys have enjoyed this look at the, well, technically this was the Leo as Stantz, but you got a little sneak peek of all four of these TMNT Ninja Ghostbusters. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.